Greetings and happy Bisexuality Celebration Day. So I brought my mask, aptly, because I'm still trying to take it off and be who I am. And it's not as easy as it sounds. So I have to take this off because it's very hot, but I just wanted to get all the colors of the bisexuality appreciation flag in. You can walk by if you want. I mean, you're gonna be in my video, but that's cool.
Sorry, guys.
No, we're in a deep moment now. We like it. We like each other. People together. So I'm in front of my friend Lindy's heart art, and that just seemed very appropriate to be here and be queer and say it loudly and proudly like you're supposed to, because I haven't had that experience really yet. And I just ran into some friends whom I love a lot randomly who related to me and agreed to film my poem, and I'm so happy for that, because sometimes you wake up feeling like real dirt trash garbage, and then you put on a crazy Barbie dress and you find some friends to help you out and things feel a little better. So here's my poem today, because people are just going to keep coming because I'm trying to be creative. So here we go. It's called Ships Go Sailing, Fly the Flag, Stop Bailing on Yourself. He told me, you're in between. You don't have to know what that means. Use your love high beams. Make a scene, because people say that like it's a bad thing, but it's what they remember. Endeavor to know yourself better than you thought you could. You got good and mad at the confusion, now try soothing it. Damn, if I threw a fit every time one of my wavelengths didn't stick. I make myself sick, pounding my fists on the floor. She took me into the snow-white forest when she kissed me, and I have never been that scared before. Perhaps it's a trap or an illusion that I assume everyone is more sure of themselves than I am. The best laid plans I make for my heart are in stark contrast to the way things seem to flow.
Yeah, so there's no time too far from there.
That way.
Preferably don't get any.
Of course, everything's gonna happen right now. This guy's gonna have a conversation. I mean, people are really coming at me from every angle right now.
There's better stuff in town.
Obviously. Cool. Totally. Perfect. Excellent. All right. We're going to rewind a little bit. Perhaps it's a trap or an illusion that I assume everyone is more sure of themselves than I am. The best laid plans I make for my heart are in stark contrast to the way things seem to flow. This is funny. Is there anywhere else you could be right now? The best laid plans I make for my heart are in stark contrast to the way things seem to flow. I don't water the dang thing and then I wonder why it doesn't grow. So difficult to let the scary part show. To fly that flag with my bravery in tow, it hurts more than I let anybody know. That I can't seem to pass go because I feel slow and incapable of moving that game piece ahead even one square. The truth of it has been staring me in the face since I was 7. Follow your heart, they say, and be yourself. Yeah, that sounds like heaven. What medicine it would be to live without apology. 'Cause see, I'm not even sure what I'm saying sorry for anymore. I pour myself unsparingly into each and every facet of life that comes at me, and when suddenly I feel empty, it's hard to find sources to fill me, even when I know I've given plenty. I'm not sure what strange alien council with an odd sense of humor sent me, but presently I'm trying to maneuver this strange operating system they equipped me with. I look online at all the hashtags about pride and acceptance, and it still doesn't lift me out of the dense fog I sit in, too afraid to stand tall, too terrified of how much farther I could fall if I gave it my all again and my all wasn't good enough. This is the stuff of cloaks we coax ourselves into hiding under. I wonder what it feels like to reveal all and not curl up in a little ball afterwards. Her words stuck to me like scalding hot caramel. She said, I'm sorry, but I just have to tell you, I'm not someone who has feelings for women. What an odd way to pin it on the wall of impossibilities. I shuffled my feet for weeks. The poetry I wrote for her was more than just sweet. It was a whole chunk of me, each word dug down deeply for and collected delicately. But she placed it directly in the dreaded, well, that was nice, but it didn't really faze me file. And still I smile at her in a way reserved for her alone. She's got 100 other people in her phone she'd rather do human activities with. I can't lift all this swift dismissal. Men just put on pants and whistle, and that somehow seems to work. They can act like jerks, and often that works even better. I wrote her letters in gold ink, and I don't know that she even thinks about them. I remember trying to flirt with women in LA. It always felt like I was in a play, but not let in on the plot. They'd go hot and cold so fast I felt like I needed a class to understand their sudden shifts. They'd flirt back a little like it was a gift to me, and then take it away just as quickly, like they never meant to show that part. If ever there was a storm to be cautious of, it's that of a woman's heart. I don't know where to even start or where the momentum of self-acceptance comes from, but I'll certainly give 10 million thumbs up to the fact that Cassandra Peterson has come to her truth so bravely. I can't even tell you how many times that woman's humor and vibrance saved me. People may think that having Elvira as your life's biggest hero is crazy, but I admire and love her so deeply, and now even more so. That radiant glow of honesty is evident in her eyes. What a fantastic surprise to know the idol I've looked up to all my life has also battled the strife of not knowing how to fully reveal her truths. Fighting tooth and nail and feeling ready, then bailing on that confidence is a prevalent part of my journey too. I can see representation and queer jubilation, and I still have an uncomfortable self-view. The hues of magenta, cerulean, and yummy purple pull me towards true authenticity. But that magnet isn't a path to simplicity. Sometimes it really twists me up inside, and I want to hide behind whatever makes me appear normal. That informal nod of societal acceptance appeals to the part of me that's too afraid to do cartwheels of healing in the parade. But there's a price paid every time I turn away from that celebratory drum of inestimable joy that comes from dropping the coy head-bowing act and allowing my actual full self to come to the party, no matter the impact or reaction. I've never had the satisfaction of living without a single filter. No wonder I feel off kilter and unsteady. I don't know if I'm ready, but I want to be. To join the voices shouting, hey, this is me, and I won't back down until we're all free to be who we are. That resounding voice feels far from the whisper I keep making the choice to use. I'm trying to take my cues from Josephine Baker, Greta Garbo, Gillian Anderson, Cassandra Peterson, woohoo! Drew Barrymore, James Dean, Marilyn Monroe, Cary Grant, Simone de Beauvoir, and who could even say or know for sure how many others I admire and adore. We try to define the confines of exactly what every relationship is for, while I believe there's so many ships to go sailing upon and explore this unfathomably far-reaching world. I'd love to wash ashore after riding the waves that make my heart skip. I believe in the power of all these ships. We make so many limits when instead we could take trips upon a flirtation ship, elation ship, a realization ship, inspiration ship, elevation ship, communication ship, exploration ship, elevation ship, excitation ship, fabulization ship, titillation ship, invitation ship, illumination ship, imagination ship, theorization ship, teleportation ship, vibration ship, undulation ship, validation ship, revelation ship, harmonization ship, rejuvenation ship, manifestation ship, mystification ship, scintillation ship, complication ship, amalgamation ship, information ship, cooperation ship, motivation ship, sensation ship, seduction ship, emotion ship, or a commotion ship, and none of them has to be a justification ship. Just let your tight grip slip ever so slightly and see the sights you might be missing while the glistening water is right there waiting to carry you somewhere you haven't dared to go yet. Cast a wider net, not to catch fish for food, but to capture pure wishes and all the hues of the beautiful rainbow, so varied and delicious. Okay, so I did that. And somebody was watching and I think he liked it.
Yeah.
And so that happened. And thanks. There's my poem for the day. And it's about love. Go find some and give some.